Hello and good day, everyone. This is Desborne O'Neil here, and I just finished watching the movie Transformers 1. So, this is our unbiased review of the movie Transformers 1 right after this. Okay, so welcome back. And on this channel, yeah, we just do movie reviews as well. And this is going to be my unbiased review of the movie Transformers 1. Now, for those of you who have not seen it as yet, please note that this review will contain some spoilers. All right, so please, if you have not seen the movie, you don't know anything about the movie, I would advise you right now to click off from watching this movie, click off from watching it, and go and watch it, and then you can come back to this review. But for those of us who did watch the movie and maybe you liked it or you didn't like it, this is something that you would like to just take a look at and maybe compare notes. Yeah, so we can compare notes in this review with what you would have seen and what you would have captured and what you would have noticed within the movie. But before we begin our review, I want you to know that we have been a Transformers fan from since way back, since we were youth. We have always been fascinated with the Transformers and even with the earlier version, which were called GoBots. How many of us remember GoBots? And in this movie, Transformers 1, there is actually a reference to GoBots right here.
I'll go on your little quest, because I don't have a choice. But I carry the map, I navigate, and if this leads to nothing, then I'm dragging you and those two idiot GoBots.
Yes, yeah. I bet you didn't know that the GoBots were actually like a early form of Transformers, right? And Transformers came about and they brought a freshness to the whole robots transforming into vehicles, robots transforming into weapons, robots transforming from their natural robotic state into something else. And I tell you, this is awesome. This is awesome. Now, at first, I was a little bit apprehensive in that they did not go the route, the Michael Bay route of choosing, live actors, and putting the CGI on top of it. And I was a bit apprehensive. I wonder if this would look good, if the storyline would be good. And I'm telling you, if you're looking for a movie has no expletives, something that is family friendly, where the whole family, mommy, daddy, and the kids can sit down and watch and enjoy and be entertained, and there aren't any cringy moments for the kids, this is the perfect movie for that. All right. Now, Transformers 1, it is set in a pre-war stage, basically, right there on Cybertron. So you get to see a pristine Cybertron. You get to see a Cybertron without any internal turmoil. You don't see the Decepticons versus the Autobots in this. You get to see a pristine sort of Cybertron, and it pays some homage actually to all of the Transformers movie, from the very first Transformers movie all the way down to even the very last. But pay particular attention to Transformers Dark of Moon. I am telling you, Transformers Dark of Moon, there was so much of it on the inside, including Sentinel, and how he was one of the older ones, and how he tricked everybody and all of that. But anyhow, we're talking about the review of Transformers 1. I'm going to come back and give some not advice, but I'll give you some playlists that you can watch so you can keep up to date in terms of the movie Transformers 1. It begins on, as I say, a pristine Cybertron where there is no war, there's no Decepticons as yet, there is no Autobots as yet. There's just two friends, and you get to see a nice little, what I would call character development with Optimus Prime. His name before, I can't remember what his name was in the movie before, and D16, which is Megatron himself. You get to see how both of them, they were mining bots and they start off as friends and all of that, and Optimus always had an in his mind something is wrong. What happened? What really happened before? And you get to see some other alien races, as it were, trying to take over the planet and all of that. And on the inside of it, I tell you, how the writing of this movie was. This movie was written. What's the word I'm looking for here? Expertly. Yeah. The writers, I want to give them 2 thumbs up from this side. The writers, they outdid themselves. They were very, very good in terms of building. You see a wonderful character arc between Optimus Prime and Megatron, and you see them develop from friends, from just ordinary mining robots, and you see, based on what is happening with them on the inside, you see Megatron always had this thing for revolution. He always had this inside part of him for war. And Optimus, of course, being the eternal optimist. Isn't that a play on words there? The eternal optimist is forever trying to bring about peace and a different way of resolving conflicts and that kind of thing. And this is something that you can actually sit down and talk to your kids about. You can actually sit down and talk to them about conflict resolution, which is something that I think it should be a course that people should do in schools especially, and in terms of adults on the workplace. There should be conflict resolution courses continuously in the workplace. But I digress. Let's get back into Transformers 1 here. All right. You see some bots that are inside. You see those that are closest to Optimus. You see RC, or the RC riders. You see Bumblebee, and you get to see why Bumblebee is such an awesome friend to Optimus Prime, and he is a friend that sticks with him no matter what. Right? He's a tremendous soul there, and you see that character building in there, and you also see this other robot. I don't have all of the. I'm gonna put whatever I don't remember off the top of my head right now. You're gonna see right down there. That's in the description. I'm gonna put some subtitles right in the subtitle section there, in terms of, so you will be able to know the reference that I'm talking about there. And I am telling you, this movie is really, really good. So you see the two friends, they're coming together, and you see their characters are beginning to move and beginning to shift as trouble takes Cybertron. And I don't really want to blow the twist, the plot twist in the whole movie, especially for those, because I am a person, I don't like to spoil movies for anyone, but especially for those that haven't seen the movie. And I did advise that you do not watch it. So if you're still watching it right now, it means then that you really want to know what's taking place. But I'm telling you that there is a plot twist that you wouldn't see coming on the inside of this. And please watch Transformers Dark of Moon if you have not seen any of the Transformers movie. Transformers Dark of Moon will give you a very good idea, because in Transformers Dark of Moon, Optimus Prime, he seems to know all of the robots. When they ask, who is that? He said, that is Soundwave. And you want to know, well, how did he know? Did he have prior knowledge of Soundwave and so on and so on? And so in Transformers 1, you get to see how come Optimus knows so much of the Decepticons before they were actually labeled Decepticons. You see Starscream, and you get to understand why Starscream is always try like lurking behind Megatron, trying to overtake him some way, trying to push him off the seat so he can take back his throne, basically, because actually Megatron was the one who took away his throne. Yep. Megatron was the one who took away his throne, and most of them were actually under the leadership of Starscream. So this is a tremendous movie that opened up. I don't know what's going on with my throat. I really don't know what's going on with my throat this hour, but we're gonna fix that. Yeah. We're gonna see some tremendous things coming out in this movie, Transformers 1, and I tell you, it was really well done. It shows inside of the movie, it shows it's not so much of what you can do, but your determination to get things done, right? Because in it, Sentinel, he removed all of the transforming cogs from all of the miners and had everybody in a sort of a slavery pattern. And in the movie itself, Optimus challenged what the narrative that he was given. Megatron also challenged the narrative that he was given. And I look at our own lives as individual, and let's put it side by side. Have there been some things that we have been handed down, some knowledge, quote unquote, some way of doing things, some understanding about things that have been handed to us that actually isn't all that true? Could there be some things that have been handed to us that really has not been all that true? All right, that probably you need to challenge. Yeah, it could be religion, it could be customs, it could be things in your family. All right, please challenge those things, and trust me, the truth eventually comes out, and that is what happened in Transformers 1 when the truth actually comes out, and you begin to see now that there is that it begins now that polarization where Megatron sort of takes up a leadership role here now, and he is up against Optimus Prime, and Optimus rallies the balance of the robots on Cybertron and tell them, hey, that there's a better way. So I am looking forward to not just Transformers 1, but Transformers 2, because there has to be now where they have to develop now the consensus of the Decepticons and why they call themselves Decepticons, because Megatron, of all people, so didn't like what the deception that he received at the hands of what's his name, Sentinel. Yeah, he didn't like the deception, the lies that were told to him from Sentinel, and he wanted to kill Sentinel. Optimus had to say, no, don't do it. And it was then that Optimus kind of sacrificed his life. And here you see the whole leadership, the matrix of leadership being handed to Optimus Prime because of his self-sacrificing sort of way of living. And, he collected that shot from Megatron. And, the leaders say, hey, this is a man that we can really entrust to lead our people. And do we do that these days? I mean, there is the upcoming American election, but do we vet people in a sort of self-sacrificing way? Or is it just based on your ability to do X, Y, and Z? Do we actually find out deep down on the inside, hey, is this person the type of leader that I want for me? I am not here to tell you who to vote for, but I am just talking about the Transformers 1 movie and the things that stand out in that movie to me. And I say I am a Transformers freak from day one. I would buy the Transformers Digest. How many of you all can remember the Transformers Digest? And it had these tick books. I mean, tick books, thicker than this, right? Thicker than this, tick books. And it will talk about the different Decepticons and the different Autobots and their speed, their range, what they can transform into, who they are part of, because you have the cassette the cass the is this the Cassettobots or the Cassetticons, right? That was part of the whole Decepticon range of robots, where they would transform into cassettes and record, spy on the Autobots and so on, and they come back and play it back to Soundwave and all of that. So it's really, really tremendous. It's really, really good. And my hats off to all of the voice actors. Chris Hemsworth did a tremendous job. Him and the other characters on the inside there did a really, really good job in terms of bringing these characters to life. All right, and so in the end, you see how Optimus Prime actually became Optimus, right? And different capabilities he had. If you could remember, in and all of the movies actually paid homage to that, except the first Transformers in Transformers 2. All right, where they were in the desert and that kind of thing. I think it's Revenge of the Fallen. You see Optimus getting that flight kit and flying, and it's like it was something that he was accustomed to, and he knew how to operate that flight kit. It was not a learning experience for him, because that is all built into who Optimus Prime was. You see that glowing sort of double-edged axe that he has. Wow, I was blown away when that man started to wield that thing in that movie. And so it just shows you the capability of Optimus Prime. In Transformers Dark of Moon, you see him in the very beginning. He is pulling the trailer truck, and the trailer truck transformed into a whole big armory, and he just was able to pull things, and he said, hey, I must get my flight kit, because that flight kit is part of Optimus Prime, his whole armor and all of that. And I am eager, that's the thing, not just willing, I am eager to see how they are going to probably focus on the other robots, especially not just the Autobots. I know we love the Autobots because of what they stands for, but as well as the Decepticons. How would they able to get how they are, their mindsets and that kind of thing, and maybe Transformers too, maybe something to do with that. All right, so the movie ends with Megatron and some of the other robots going one way, and of course the balance of the robots following after Optimus Prime, and he is basically the leader of Cybertron. And as I say, this is before the Cybertronian Wars. Normally we see a lot of from Transformers 1. I don't know, I can't remember too much if there was any allusion to Cybertron in Revenge of the Fallen. All right, but you see a number of that. You also see the beasts, part of the one of the elder primes. He was transformed into a beast way back then, so that even paid a little bit of homage to Beast Wars and the latest Transformers movie that just concluded. I think was last year or year before. I can't remember too clearly, and that kind of thing. All right, so that is my little review of the movie. The character arcs were well developed. right, between both Megatron and also Optimus Prime. And in terms of the whole planet of Cybertron, you get to see, and let me tell you, without being named, those of us who really know, Astro Train, yeah, Astro Train, who actually became the transporter for the Autobot. You see, Astro Train, he was actually a train that was moving the miners up and down and that kind of thing. You see, Astro Train really, really prominent in the movie. And he too will go through some sort of character development. Instead of just being a train on Cybertron, he'll probably develop to be the real Astro Train. So I'm very interested to see how they are going to develop the other characters, so that we're going to be able to learn more about the other robots, that prominent robots that have been prominent all through the Transformers lore, if I can put it that way. All right, so I know I had a lot of ifs, buts, maybes, and boos between, but this is just my little review. What the movie says to me, what the movie brings to me. How I was able to view different things, how it aligns with our natural lives. And I think movies have a unique storytelling way of helping us to chart our way forward, you know. And I hope that we look at movies that way: things to do, things not to do. And as I said, it's a great family movie. No expletives, no cringy moments. You don't have to cover the kids' ears. There's a part where Bumblebee calls himself Barasatron.
Hi there. On day 127.
Oh boy, and that was just totally amazing on the inside there. And he get on really, really bad in that movie. All right, and it shows how he is a tremendous warrior, a tremendous soldier, all through. From Transformers 1 come all the way down. You see Bumblebee he just knows how to fight. And so in Transformers 1 it shows you how he started off as this mining bot in charge of incinerating everything. When he first began to transform and everything, you know, he's amazed by his own capabilities, and he just grew into he made his own little niche within the movie in itself. And so if you want to watch Bumblebee the movie, that is also a good movie to watch. So in summing up, here's some movies. If you have seen Transformers 1 but you have not seen the other Transformers movie, here is some movies that I would recommend, and you're going to see how they are going to pull one into the other. So you must watch, of course, the very first Transformers movie, because that will gives you a little idea in terms of how they ended up on Earth, and it shows you that, of course, the cube and its ability to give transformation life and all of that, to bring about Cybertron. You must watch Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen. That is a tremendous one that shows you something about the leadership of Matrix. And it's not something that you could actually hold with your hand. And that's why Sentinel, on looking for it, he couldn't really find it, you know, and he just sell his whole soul out. Another movie for you to watch is Dark of Moon, which in my own personal view is possibly the best Transformers movie ever made. Transformers Dark of Moon, it you had points where you laugh, where you cry, where you almost wanted to cry. It carried through a wide range of emotions on the inside of there. And in spite of all of the heavy artillery and the abilities of the Decepticons in that movie, the resilience of the Autobots showed forth. All right, and that you must watch that. You must watch, if you can get your hands on Beast Wars. All right, so you're gonna see Arachnid very prominent in Beast Wars itself. I'm not too sure if Arachnid is prominent in any of the other movies. Probably you can put in the comment section below if you see Arachnid. Maybe she had a small, but I know for if she had a small part in any of the other Transformers movie, but I know for a fact that in Transformers Beast Wars, Arachnid was very, very prominent in there, and so you get a chance to see her in action. But in Transformers 1, wow, you see that transformation that Arachnid did into that kind of helicopter thing, and then she used those blades to fight, and her 8 arms and all of that, and her ability now not just to see in front but to see everything. That was just totally amazing, and it would be awesome to see they bring Arachnid into a live action movie. Whoever the actors, I don't care. I like a good storyline. Once you have a good storyline, it doesn't matter who the actors can be no name. Once you have a tremendous storyline, it will bring the movie to the forefront. And I'm telling you, in Transformers 1, you see Arachnid with some abilities there that is just tremendous. All right, coming to the fore, because as I said, the writers for Transformers 1, they blew my expectation, my little biases in terms of it being a CGI movie and all of that, sort of a cartoon style. But I'm telling you, when you start to get into the movie, that CGI fades away, and you begin to transform yourself now into a viewer of this Cybertronian planet and what is taking place, and you begin to line everything that is taking place into your own life and what is happening in your country, in your world. You begin to line everything up. All right, so those are my my go-to movies. All right, that's the thing of Transformers 1, which is of course Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen. You must see Dark of Moon, right, where Sentinel, why Sentinel changed and all of that. And he was always considered and revered as a leader, as an elder. Even Optimus revered him as an elder. But you can see, though, that there's a little disparity there, because if Optimus knew that he betrayed them in Transformers 1, how come he didn't know that he would have betrayed them in Dark of Moon? So there's a little toss up there, But we can always, write that in somewhere on the inside. Probably somebody lost some memory somewhere along. That always happens to all of us. All right. So that's just my little take on Transformers 1. What about you? I know I ramble on. This is, I take my little soapbox moment here to just share with us a little bit on the Transformers movie and what I thought about it. So tell me what you think. What was your view? Do you view movies like me? Do you line it up with your own life and see how best you can live your life, and that sort of thing? Please let us know in the comment section. All right. So this is my review of Transformers 1. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you did not like my review of the movie, you can put a thumbs down, all right, and put in the comment section what you didn't like, so we can give a better movie review the next movie that we decide to review. All right, so thanks very much for watching. If you made it this far, I count you as a friend for life. Please like and subscribe. All right, let's be friends. So until we meet again, my friends, Desborne O'Neil here saying, Autobots, roll out.
We roll.